Yes. Any questions from the floor? But first of all, thank you for coming on a Sunday evening. You could have gone for steamboat, but you all didn't. So that's good. Bye. Any questions? I can help. So scared, man.
So probably start with Brad. What is the difference between the Strata title and the normal right housing estates?
Cool, good one. This is when you look into Tanjung Bunga area, right? So the difference is, first of all, the guardhouse and the landscape facilities and the infrastructure. So a lot of people don't understand what's town planning and infrastructure planning until your house is next to a sewage treatment plant. Why my next door is TNB one? Why government cannot do anything, right? So a lot of people don't understand that. The main difference will be the amount of planning required by the developer upfront. Actually, it's a lot of work. Actually, individual title, right? As a developer, I would prefer building that because faster money, less compliance issue, less technical issue, and less education to be done. My parents, they all buy individual title, make money, all like that, right? But now, I understood the main concept between the differences when I bought one Strata one in JB. I bought at a Belden price 8 years ago. When I was so this is for you, for those who are familiar with the story. This is the one where I donate blood for food one. Yeah, don't tell too much. So that's where the trouble of Strata. When I buy 1.8 million, why I cannot renovate the property? Why I cannot touch the facade? So that's going to be the first hurdle. You mean I spend 1.8 million, brother? I cannot choose color also. Yeah, so that was the first hurdle. The second one is the monthly maintenance. Individual title houses, to a lot of people, surprisingly, they thought that no need to maintain one. But the truth is, we only push all the maintenance when we want to sell. When's the last time you change your tangki? Never one, until the new buyer complain, you need to change, right? When you repaint your the gate, never one, until Chinese New Year, mother neck only you paint one, right? So all this maintenance, they don't calculate. But here, there will be a proper guardhouse and team to maintain everything. So that's like and the origin of landed strata also very chubby. Can, right? Penang, I'm in Penang already, I forgot already. KL people don't understand. So it's high-rise converted into a landed kind of thing. So 8 years ago, there was a lot of hiccups. Like you cannot do renovation, you cannot extend your kitchen or whatsoever. But now, 8 years later already, management are a little bit more familiar with what you can do, right? Then lately, there's a discussion about, a lot of people don't like me for this topic, right? A lot of people don't like me. There will be, I foresee a cap for individual title houses. Which means like now, last time, individual title houses is, I think in Penang, it's like 600,000, 800,000, 2-story, 8 years ago, right? That price, still okay. Will it go 1.2 million? Maybe still got. 1.8 leh? A lot of people forget that it's not about price really, it's about who is going to buy 1.8. At 1.8, your household income needs to be around 24,000. Husband and wife, one senior GM, one director, whatsoever, and the Grab driver can just hang your char kway teow at your gate. Would you want to stay in such a house? And again, this is also a taboo, the security issue between the rich and the poor. So now we can see the middle class is shrinking. Rich people getting richer. This is very obvious, but poor people also, like now, eat mama, $30 over, walao. Don't know how to eat already. Right? So it's going to be an issue in the future. But if I put that same 1.8, 1.6 million into a strata one, at least there is a 2-tier, 3-tier kind of security measures. And the least I expect from a house is actually security. At least I know who is coming to my house. There will be checkpoints before coming to my house, at least lah. So in KL, I promote a lot of high-rise living. A lot of people, Sean is the high-rise floor. He empty-landed one. Not I empty-landed, I got no money. A 1.6 million, what I can get in KL? Very far away. Then if I work in Jalan Tun Razak, right, every day travel 3 hours in the jam, wow, you get old in a car. Wow, siao, right? So I'd rather stay in KL. But in Penang, actually Penang traffic jam also not very. That day I just shared a story only. I was in Bayan Baru. 7 o'clock, I was traveling to Batu Ferringhi. It took me 1.5 hours. Oh, I reached KL already, you know, I take plane back, I reached KL already. So suddenly like, wow, the traffic jam here also. So the difference then will be, in terms of infrastructure, Penang Road is only going to be so wide. Right? And that's the main difference between both things. So we also have like my friend here, we visited here 4 or 5 years ago, and here felt like KL because of the road width, the lamppost, the drainage. These are things, sorry?
The trees that we cannot cut down.
Oh, true, true. Yeah, so yeah, all this kind of thing actually makes a lot of difference. But when you compare old houses and new houses, then you can really see the difference really. The best part I like is I get a say whether my neighbor is going to convert into a temple or not. Apparently in KL, a lot of Penang houses are converted to temple, right?
Nursery.
Or nursery still okay. Okay, pro future. Okay.
The pro, the deaf, I don't know for what. Yeah, so in Strata, you cannot at least you get to vote whether they can do it or not. So at least I have a right. But for that right, I need to pay money lah. So, but at least I got to have landscape and all. I'm not gardening to learn. So you give me land, so I don't want. I want people nice land do for me. I come and see, okay, give money and chow. Right? So free, right?
Yeah, so that would be the main difference between old and new. And moving forward in the future, there's only going to be more, not me, stratified project moving forward. That's where I see the value. And now, the concern of my atas audiences, so these are people with 25, 30 properties, right? So now their house is, always come and ask me to visit their house. Hey, you want to come and see my house? I think the valuation is 15 million. I want to sell. They're like, okay, you want to show off, say show off lah, right? So you want to study lah, what? The problem is they cannot sell, and there's this trend of downsizing, which means they got 3 children, one go UK, one go US, one in KL, don't know do what, right? It's always like that, the youngest one, all useless one. I'm the youngest also. But joking, those younger one, okay, joking. So what they do is, now they got all the money in the world, nothing to do, keep traveling. But they realize that the house becomes a slave. Meaning they cannot travel because they got to ask their neighbor, hey, come over and on my TV and switch on the light. Try to bluff the thief, there's people inside. What for you want such a house, right? So that's why there's this movement where every one of these, they buy, they downgrade or downsize into a 2 million apartment. To them, it's a downgrade lah. To them, 1,008, how to live? 1,008 very small Sean. How you live 1,000 square feet? Wow, 可怜 you very kesian What the hell right? The different class, okay? But that's the trend. But moving forward, if it's a strata landed where you have guard house and security measures, then it's also a trend moving forward. So that's what I see. It's just like cap and lifestyle between human interactions. Yeah, so that's the main difference. I don't know I answer your question, right? Okay. But, of course, the upfront cost will be way more expensive. means that the developer needs to do all the proper planning in terms of landscape, in terms of facilities, in terms of gazetted the title for you. A lot of things to consider lah. The metering, it used to be all your responsibility, now it's all theirs. And we are never happy one ma. None of us will receive the key and, wow, this developer hot sale. No, never one, right? Why can do like that? Why you do like that? Why you do like that, right? So they have to face all this kind of thing. It's part of the job.
A lot of restrictions.
A lot of restriction, yeah. So, but it get used to it also. Last time high-rise used to have this restriction also. 1,000 square feet used to be too small. Inhuman 1,000 square feet. Right? Now KL is 480, 430 square feet. 380, 600,000. Ooh. But also sell like hotcake. But I guess, like I see how now Penang is performing, right? It's like, it used to be 6 years away from KL trend. But looking at Batu Kawan now, it's very close. It feels like KL, like walking around just now. The mamak feels the same in terms of price. I thought I'd come here can save money. No. Yeah, so I think that would be the main difference. And in terms of product also, it's very limited here. If you look around here, the only competitor is Velux. I don't know if I can say the name or not, but whatever lah. Right? It's not, you all don't know also. So then you can have a direct comparison in terms of product. But here, again, in KL, when you talk about eco-world landed products, right?
Well established.
Everyone know. Yao si eco-world, yao si eco-world. Sean, can you not show eco-world anymore? No, oh, the same one. We know it's nice, but it's the same. Right? In Penang, then a bit different. The opposite, you have eco terraces. Here you have eco horizon. And it's a very unique kind of thing. That's why I like their products. And if you view across, okay, here is a bit, this is because I view their project in KL, JB, and Penang. And I cannot tell just by the picture. So I have this special ability, and a lot of people don't know. My team know. Where if you show me the view out from your balcony, right, I know which project you stay on. Yeah, I see so many, 350 projects altogether. No life one. But if you show me their landscape treatments, right, I cannot tell. And it's a very difficult thing to pull off from a development point of view. If you look into other brands where I was a developer before, the same KL also got two different teams, two different specs. Right? How can they maintain the same design language, same execution, and same everything? The consistency level is tremendous. But if it suck, then the whole Malaysia one suck lah. But they are open enough to kind of correct everything. So that is what I like about them. That's why I personally also buy. I hope they will give me more discount, but so that's why this setting here reminds me a lot of Eco Ardens. You all been to Eco Ardens, right? So it's directly next to a industrial lot. So what happened to my co-home is my unit is going to be the cheapest unit in the township. Become a cheapskate, yes. But huh? Oh, you don't include Dudu lah. Cannot, my landed must compare landed, my bro.
They are looking at your residence.
Yeah lah, so admire pa. Admire at mine. But mine is, if you think about it, my installment is around 2006. My rent is 3006. Why? Who is going to rent? All the managers and upper managers within the factory lots. We always think that factory, right? We always stuck with Banglas and Vietnamese, all tong tong tong, no more already, you know. All machine, all high paid one already. And the engineers here, a lot is from KL one. Okay lah, because I read all my DMs. Sean, I'm hired by Bosch, I'm hired by Inari, my salary here. Why you leave KL? Here better pay, bro. So I want to buy Batu Kawan. So the best part about this location is no Penangites origins here. One. It was no man's land, 鸟不生蛋的地方嘛, right? Everybody laugh. Yeah, I also said like that before. But that's the best in terms of infrastructure planning. I get to remap everything and nobody cares. Imagine doing this in Ireland. Move a bit the tree. Oh, cannot, the tree must survive, right? You expand this a bit, cannot eat into my boundary. Yeah. So just now I was just walking around. Okay, this is me. Okay, this is me between me and the management. I think that is underpriced. Oh, suddenly very quiet, Sean. Right? Because I've viewed so many, I know what 1.6 can get you. Right? If you 1.6, 1.8, you go to Ireland, what can you get? That's how I compare. So it's not so much of, you're Sean, well, they tell like then you talk like that. No. So it's not like that. Because I just signed, 2 months ago, I signed 1.2 million for a 800 square feet unit in Mont Chiara. And I think it's cheap. It was a mistake. I tell the developer, I think it's a mistake. But I signed first, of course. I think it's a mistake. Apparently, I'm right. The rental rates all go up very good. So that's my take. Any other question? I can go on and on. One question today, one day.
If you want to continue to invest in Penang Island and the mainland, what are the top 3 locations that you choose?
How much I have?
A couple of million.
Ooh.
You are not me.
Not enough kidney already, Tiger. Okay, I will go for first. I'll try to stay away from high rise for a while. At that budget, I'll try to stay away from high rise because of the scarcity of land. If got shop lot, I will buy shop lot. If got factory, I will buy factory. Because there's only going to be so many. And Penang is going to be the Silicon Valley of Southeast Asia. They say right now, I say, you all say one, you all Penang say one, I say. So if you look at it, job opportunities here, and just now I just got from my friend Michael, the rental rates here is amazing.
Only in this area.
Correct. So where should I put my money? I didn't say, you say one. So that's why I like this location. And I still remember the podcast we made 4 or 5 years ago. I was an idiot. I came here, okay, a bit of story. I came here during MCO lockdown a bit. I came here 3 times. All my meals are in petrol stations. No shop. Then only petrol station open. I think the petrol station fella also know me. I'm walking around like an idiot, right, around here. And again, I go and measure the road. You all don't, no such thing one, right? 6.6 meters, you all don't know one. Then, when you see all this, it's going to be a very different thing. And when you have abundance in Ireland, you're going to think about, can I deserve better or not? So if you're a 40, 50-year-old, money is not an issue kind of age, don't you think you deserve a little bit more peace? Right? Everything, come over, right? Then, that's what I will do. I will go landed. No. I will go industrial, shop lot landed. Because this is things that Penang Island don't have. Only Penang, KL different. KL is land. No more land already, KL. Really buy private land already. You buy and hold. So, yeah. But 2 million a bit not enough. First one also gone case. And one observation, like, I just go and eat a mamak there. The new one. Whatever. I not to promote the mamak. But Vervia, the shop lot, to me is a unicorn. I always like stratified commercial areas. Right? But it's a disaster here. For 8 years, 0 people. I'm like the only person walking around, so they don't go up. Right? 0 auction unit one. Penang people rich. Very rich. Never mind a buy and just don't care. That is the observation here. Like in KL, no such thing. 3 months, hand over key, auction already. That's why we wait. Like if I cannot buy a unit, I will wait for auction unit. That's what we do. Here you wait until like, nobody want to sell one. Then you call and ask, right? The price is not cheap one. They rather not rent. If you want to rent cheap, you try to lowball, right? They screw you back one. You think this is a joke, is it? You think I need your money, is it? You guess who's the idiot that called? Then my friend ran 5,000-6,000 the whole block there. Like, hey, 3,000, you want to let go or not? Wow, siao ah! Play ah, don't. Okay, sorry, then I go eat breakfast. So that's what I do. Yeah, so I think that would be how I allocate my money. That's why back then, a bit regret because like my friend there kind of introduced, hey, actually our product can consider. Again, I only got so much kidneys, right? So I put in Monkera a lot, then I want to Penang. I put here first, right? So until I got, so I cannot show how many properties I have because I will still want to take loan. Yeah, so sooner or later I will want to venture here, but I worry everything keeps getting, like you look into the sales progress, right? Compared to the days of MCO, it was only 3 years ago when we buy property, everyone called us an idiot. Now you look at the price. And now you look into the progress of pricing second hand, right? Even KL don't have such pricing. You will increase at 5-10% after handover. Wow, no such thing already in KL. KL too many properties developers lah. Here still got. Rental still healthy, only in Batu Kawan. Correct. Tanjung Takong also don't have. The other developers will scold me for that. But yeah, so I was debating. I was around here. I was contemplating between Tanjung Tokong and this one. I was really contemplating. So there was 1 million for a Straits Key is around there, 1,000 square feet. Then here it's also I can get a co-home. I can get 2 co-home. Then my agent called me for Monkera unit. Also 1 million. But that one renter can get 5,000, so I go for that one. So that's my benefit. So I got a lot of offers on the table all the time. Yeah, so that's my factory commercial land. Just because of scarcity. Just because of scarcity. If anybody who lives around Virtue, Sinaran or whatever, right, they will aspire to live in a landed. That's where you want to be, ma? Yeah. Right? Wow, cannot lah, pigeonhole, cannot lah, I want to stay there, or then they work very hard. But cannot catch up on the price. Sorry. Lai? Am I talking too much? No lah, okay lah, right? It's my event after all.
I have a question related to your latest video, yeah? Because you were talking about...
Which one? On YouTube?
The one about having to own a property you don't want once. I think you just uploaded it yesterday or something. Okay, so I'm contemplating buying an auction property that has dropped at least 70% market value, right? Okay, so I've done my personal analysis. Location generally okay, the management generally okay. It's just I don't know, just like a bad dump or just a bad situation for that property. So what am I not seeing? What am I not understanding? Why is the price? Was it overpriced at launch or something?
Where
else?
is this?
Puchong.
Puchong.
Yeah, Puchong.
Landed one or high rise?
High rise. Yeah. It's a massive discount. It's something you start contemplating when the pricing is cantik lah.
Mana Putri that one?
No, not Bandar Putri. Near around the Queen Park area. I think O2 right.
Okay, right? I know it.
Then you know. Yeah, good. Selfish question, right? So,
I love it. I love it. Okay, first we address the clarification for video is because between that video and now I've uploaded like 8 more videos already. So my job cari makan susah tau. The next one is auction. I don't recommend auction as, I don't know, is this your first property?
no, it's my third.
Okay, very good. Then I think it's okay because a lot of people got stuck in auction properties because there's a lot of things like, is there a private caveat? is there a coverage of the loan towards the outstanding maintenance fees? Is there a loan issue? Because after you put in a 1% and you got the project, right, within 30 days, if you cannot settle, they will just eat up your draft money without questioning one. So you need to check a lot of things. And most of the time, people look at auction properties not for that one. They look at the price listed. We should also look at price close. Auction houses is like my second home. I got nothing to do, I go auction house. So a lot of auctioneer is my friend. So what they do is when they get 30% below market, everybody starts bidding. And when you look into all the finalized prices, I might as well just buy the neighbor. I get to pick the unit that I want instead of the one being auctioned. Okay? So that one is because of the form of the building. It's a beautiful apartment from an architectural perspective. But from an Asian perspective, right? Round, some cantilever, some not cantilever, in a location where I think a lot of potential is coming up there, but there is already having a massive traffic jam without the developments of things. So when it's 30% gets snapped up, okay. When it's 70% already, still people don't want, right? Then I would look into, so this is what I did. I look at the secondary market, not that far off also.
So instead of going to the trouble of an auction, just maybe it's 5-10% difference.
But what's the purpose of buying? So the goal of investment is never to buy cheap properties, but to buy money-making properties. Right? A lot of people misunderstand. Wow, that cheap ah! All buy, right? Then all rental don't have because it's cheap, right? So that's something that I would be very cautious of. If you look into the rental rates, right, it's a perfect place to rent. I was going to rent there because it's cheap.
Because just for comparison's sake, there's Equine Park and next to it is 16 Sierra, which I think has much better infrastructure and there's an MRT station and all, but it's just not taking up. So that means if you buy, you're completely dependent on the rental to go up a certain way, and then when you sell, so the market price doesn't really move up much.
Yep.
So sometimes the intention of going for the auction property is to just have very low base, and then you can manage the rental, and then at some point even if it's only 10-15% at least.
But it's hard because like Malaysians, right? Not like Singaporeans. Okay, I meant it in a good way. Okay, wait Malaysians buy things ikut emotion. One. It feels good, buy. I think I like it, buy. Rental, don't know. Okay, money, I don't know. Because at that price range, you could have get Meta City, the UEM one called the 6 blocks one on the hill one. So you have a lot of other competitors around the area. That is actually a atas area for landed. Equine Park, right? A lot of those want to wash black money one all there one.
That explains that.
Yeah, I'm serious. They buy land 700, 800,000. The mansion is 2.3 million, all cash one. They would jack up the price. Okay, that was a conversation for another video. But yeah, so that's, I would suggest no, a big red flag there. Because there's no point of the risk versus return. You take so much risk, but the return is 10%. 10% is maybe, it's not for sure 10%. A for sure 10% is what? A for sure 10% is like my Mont Kiara story. Market price 1.2. This owner just won cash, and it's a friend. Bro, 900, want or not? Yes. I bought 900,000 because I know my neighbor is selling for 1.2. I need more of these kind of friends. No, I eat first. Go fly kite. And with the certainty of knowing that my rent is 3,008. So when I sign 900,000, my installment is around 3,008. But when I get the keys, thank goodness it's 5,000. So that is where the risk then becomes, and the beautiful thing is, after renovation, right, after the tenancy signed already, I don't even know where's my unit. I've never seen that unit before. As much as I tell everybody to do homework, right? Right? This is a very that's why I didn't share that part of the story on the video. I thought it was. So I did everything within 4 months' time. It means, right, before the unit is even handed over to the new owner, the unit is rented out already. Bro, I buy 900,000. Okay, sign, loan, approve. Hey, give me access to do renovation first. 1 month, gao tim. Make over guys, man, right? Gao tim. Then I rent out already. 1 week after renovation, rent out already. Then the keys official handover date, right, is 3 months down the road. So I collect 3 months rental already. The management asked me, who's the real owner? Yeah, I asked him, does it matter? Maintenance got pay, can already, ma. I want to pay maintenance as a new owner, cannot, must old owner pay. Yeah, that was a different story. But that's the risk. I took the risk, but the return is a lot. So now suddenly, like that, I earn 300,000. But the one, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you might like that lose 300,000 the other way, no point. No point. But the good thing about street command, that one also sold out already. That one called the Jalil. The Jalil is like 2 km away only.
Yeah, the one I promoted, the one I get rendang also not bad. The one near the MRT station.
Yeah, that one not bad. But that one not bad if you don't work in KL.
Yeah.
If you don't work in KL, wow, that one, you look into the drone shot, right? Wow, like Genting like that. Whoa. But then, because that one is also an old address. That's why I understand old address versus new address. Old address, you look into exposed drain, narrow road, the wire is like Bangkok like that, right? Yeah. Very loud, so loud. So those are the difference. That's why traffic congestion in old townships will be way more serious. The only way to control circulation is traffic light. And you pray got traffic light. Now with the rain and thunderstorm, right? No traffic light. Whoa. So these are the things that's why I do as much as I can to cover the location. So these are the things that matters if I want to stay or my tenant want to stay.
Without the supporting run numbers, right, would you consider that?
Okay, for own stay, maybe. For own stay, there's the 85% rule. There's the 85%. The 85%, you all hear before 85% rule? No, this is my white development. So this is a Sean Tan creation. If the current rent can cover 85% of my installment, I think it's a good own stay product. Because sometimes for own stay, right, I want peace, I want serenity, I want quiet, I want low density, right? I don't want shop lot everywhere, man. Very bad for rental. Right? So that's why it's a very contradicting. I want high rental, but these are the things that the hustle and bustle needs to come with that. So a nice balance for my exit strategy later. 85% means there's enough demand. 5 years later, at least got people who might want to buy or want to rent still. Then 85% is the interest by the bank. If I were to pay 4,000 installment, right? 85% is 3,600. 3,600 is interest to the bank for the first 10 years. Right? So it means if I were to rent out in the future, tenants will help me cover interest. So I borrow 800,000, I will just pay back 800,000. If not, for a 500,000 property, 4% for 35 years, you will pay 954,000 in 35 years' time. A lot of people don't know that. 500,000 today, after all the interest in total, you pay 954,000. If it's a 1 million, you times 2 lah.
But do I care? No, my tenant pay.
So that's why I would consider. If it's less than that, there will always be a risk one. So a lot of people, when they buy higher end products, like those Four Seasons, Kempinski, rental can never cover one, right? But they like when they buy, they say like that, lor. 4 million, 4 million, bro. What cannot afford me? Right? Until they want to sell, lor. Sure, help me review, help me. I give you commission, you help me review, That's yeah. So because in 5 years to 8 years time, right, we just underestimate the effect of time. Anything can change there. Like now, if you look into last time, the joke is, wow, last time no job, got job also can't anymore, right? So then now, no need to work from home. Now work from home also problem. Then like times move too fast. That's why the only thing that is slow is property and rent. That's why I like real estate.
So when you say, a lot of things can change after pass some time. So what happens if you buy a property, or if you acquire property, something like the BJ Icon City, or what? The video you commented, they are so far ahead of time during the design. You did mention stage everything, but just it's not happening. All the elements there. That
Yeah, that's why.
during, like, if you move backwards to the time when you're making decision, you see all elements, all check box, and tick, but when you acquire it, then it's just not happening. Then how to exit, or how to prevent making such decision, even though a lot of hormones need to be made.
Very good observation. Okay, so clearly you watched the channel thoroughly. I love it, man. I love you, man.
For example, 8 years ago you were saying, even me myself, during last time, when this area
It's not really developed, it's all
All ideas, only.
yeah. So again, we get a slap on face. Is moving towards a good results. And what happens if, let's say, 10 more years later,
goes to the back.
okay, I goes backwards. Nobody can say that. When, for example, what if it's keep going expansion and keep going, building new buildings, new high-rise, more competitor coming in, then no more focus on this period anymore. Expand upwards. This one 10 years later, 20 years later. Yes, you get all the rent. Yes, you get the value, but the exit strategy, no people want to buy a 20-year-old whole building unless JME makes good effort to maintain it. Again, there's a lot of uncertainty.
Correct. You are 100%. If I got 120%, I give you also. The answer is, people think Icon City, this is the building, there's a UFO building in PJ. You all know, okay, so the developer is a friend, the Dato is also a friend. He always call me for noodles. We think it's a failure. To them, it's not really. Okay, so failure means what? Failure means, if you look into the commercial lot now, empty. Wow, failure. Got auction unit, man. Right? The rent there, that's why we check out the unit. When we go into the unit, then my camera guy also, we cannot stop. Security is so strict. And you look into the facilities, everything, like I go and talk all that, I still truly shoot lah. That's why they all, luckily it's my friend. They send me lawyer letter already. So like if you look into everything, like the resident is doing well. Just that in terms of capital appreciation, compared to the other more conventional buildings, they lose out. It's because of the impression of the commercial lot being empty. That's all. So now there, like they got a nightclub there. Don't ask me how I know. Yeah. So, but then the other part of the uncertainty, the whole goal of the channel is to make informed decision. The next part is take calculated risk. So when a location, that's why when I see a lot of buildings, actually I'm very happy. A lot of people are very fearful of high density one. Right? High density, no good. To me, right? After I hang out with Singaporeans, I understand. Good. Now, when is density a problem? Or ever a problem? If density is truly were to be a problem, right, Mont Kiara would have failed. Bangsa South would have been a disaster. Right? But if you talk about investment right now, those are the best locations to invest. Right? Not ask you to stay, right? So in terms of figures then, okay, density. So what's so amazing about Mont Kiara is actually the infrastructure planning. This is when I talk about the door-to-door experience. When I leave my door and I go for a haircut to a cafe, pick up my kid, go back home, right? Amazing. A lot of people have not, okay, they don't have the privilege or experience to go and stay there before. I've spent a night there before. Oof. Feels like, it doesn't feel like Malaysia. What? When I go and eat in a mama, right? Here Japanese lah, here Korean lah, here Ang Mo lah. That's why the mama also Ang Mo price lah. So then you look into everything, right? Amazing. Shifting is always good, but you think developers just want to build for the sake of building, meh? They will also do their own due diligence, mah. And like, for example, now the best part about this location is the industrial park. Wow, every 12 months new factory, every 12 months new factory. Maybe we should buy factory, lo.
The PJ Icon City, the residents are very good, so there's still people want to buy there
The rental is actually very healthy.
for residents only.
For residents only. So too bad you cannot sell for a profit. That's,
That I'm still okay.
yeah, so that's the failure part.
Oh.
If you were to define failure, because we have this expectation as property investor, right? I buy already, I will earn double one.
Right, so it's not my money. Okay, I just get back whatever is worth.
Yeah. So, but unfortunately, whenever people make such comment, it's at the same era where Setia Alam was built, Desa Park City was built. So naturally, there will be a direct comparison. If you put your money in Desa Park City now 3 times already, you see, now you still sell at a loss. Failure. Right? You know? So like you didn't see next door yet, the developer with the G one. Until now still like hand over 5 years, no, 8 years already, still got stock, and we think it's a failure. To their CEO, it's like, at least I can price accordingly. Whatever lah, just to corporate talk lah, right? But so to me, that's a lesson where how we look at the properties, right? It really depends on individual. So I just spoke about this yesterday, where for me, as long as my rental can cover my installment, I'm all good for the next 30 years, right? There's another group of investors for the Singaporean one. They look into how to double their money. Now my upfront capital is 100,000. In 5 years' time, it must be 200,000. Where do I buy? In Singapore can lah, right? But then like here, can or not? If I were to buy, I need to buy corporate buildings, like offices, like shop lots, like factories, apartment, susah lah, bro. Right? So that is how they look at things. That's why all of them go and buy UK one, ma. I was supposed to buy a UK property also, so I can add one international property investor. But how sell? But really too expensive because of this sideline, right? 30% down. After 30% down, if the renter can cover installment, it's a good investment. I sell. Here I get 30% cashback and I still can cover my installment. Because literally, right, if you take 30% as down payment in all Malaysia project, you put 30% down, all can break even. Right? But to us, not enough. Where's the cabinet? Where's the free MOT? Right? Where's the rebate? Where's the cashback? Where's my touch and go voucher? Right? We all want this. That's why we are so spoiled here. UK, wow. That's why a lot of UK developers, they ask me to go and share UK property. I cannot share. To me, it's sucky. And 30% upfront, 45% inheritance tax. You better don't die. Yeah, so a lot of benefit here in Malaysia. And thankfully, I pull out. I buy my Mont Kiara property, sub-sale, and I only use 20,000. Then the remaining, I go and buy watch. Get to enjoy some more. Yeah, so yeah, that's some story. But I think, thank you for watching so thorough. Now I know got people listen, man. My team keep asking me, Sean, half an hour your video and it's getting longer, Last time 20 minutes, now 25, now 28, now 32, sometimes pushing it. Got people watch when I got. Thank you very much. Yeah. Any other questions? Oh, very interesting questions today. I got to do homework. Yes.
Actually, I'm thinking that because I'm currently working in Singapore. Then I'm looking in.
Are you Singaporean?
No,
Okay. All good.
I'm from there. Yeah. So I'm looking at condo in near JP area, which I think the rental profit is quite good. Versus Batu Kawan. So I've always faced this dilemma. Due to which one better.
Okay.
These are maybe in 5 years, but they're
Okay. More importantly, is there any PR plans? Is there a boyfriend or husband?
on my water.
Okay. Just clarifying. Hey, very sensitive one now. Suddenly, wow. Now everybody take handphones. That's why I must shoot my own. You know, I got proof. Okay. Will there be a conversation of PR first? Then is there a conversation about HDB?
No, because I'm not planning on that.
That's what everybody say. Serious? My brother is one. Mine was Malaysian like. Just came back from Osaka, you see. Yeah, so I think you need to have a honest conversation about that first, because if that were to happen, right, these investments becomes a hurdle. And it's also not too, there's not much benefit to rush now and buy one. Then later, right, when you want to consider the HDB, right, this one, okay, whatever, I'm going to take the risk, okay? Although HDB says that you cannot own any properties before getting one, nobody checks. So, but okay, you must declare. When you sign, you must declare, but just press harder. So if you want to take that risk, then can. But this is what I'm teaching, right? Okay, this is not what I'm teaching. This is what my videos are sharing in that community. You use your credit to buy properties in Malaysia, but keep all your currencies in Sing dollar. First strategy, right? Second strategy, then Batu Kawan versus Johor. It depends on your mindset as an investor. When your tenants call you, right? Hey, Lao Zui, what will be your reaction? You need to fix. Then you are not there yet, because you need to then have a matured mindset. If like, I need to pay somebody to do it.
Pay the 10%, get someone to do it.
Yes and no, because the makeover guys product no need 10%. You all eat people money. So like, I developed a plan by the makeover guys, right? We maintain buildings for investment for people 99 ringgit a year. So if anything happen, right, we will charge you a la carte. So it was a big hit, and the whole team hate me for it, because now too many demand. So now they increase price to 499 399, right? Around 399, but still overbooked. So they don't want me to share a lot about this property thing, maintenance thingy. Because, okay, I invented it for my own reasons. And maybe that's going to be the way forward. So, Batu Kawan versus JB, then I think JB, if you buy now, is already expensive.
Yeah, I like to think about 500 square feet is about 600,000.
You think about it, it's more expensive than Mont Kiara, you know.
Yeah, we are so jealous.
1,200 per square feet.
Sure,
Yeah.
but it's a walking distance with R3M. Then
Yeah, of course. So that's the romantic part about things. Okay, to be very real, there are better options. Of 1,200, come KL. Come KL, because you think about, the only reason why you want to buy JB because you are in Singapore, ma. Right? Maybe I can go and stay once in a while, right? Maybe all this kind of thing. Please don't have that one. Investment means investment. If you want to once in a while come back and stay, or stay hotel better. Cheaper. Don't have a concept of holiday home just in case kind of thing. Okay, so that's what I think. And honestly, when these are all news all come out already, right? Too late already. just like how I share in KL, is when you know already there's a LRT, then they tell you it's next to LRT, too late already. That's why I buy Mont Kiara, I buy Tutamas, I buy that area. MRT3 don't know yet. But can make money already, ma. If MRT were to really, right, wow, hot say. But still need to work, not that level of welfare, but you get what I mean? So, but then in Batu Kawan, then, like, now there's still a stigma one. When I tell people, right, I'm coming to Batu Kawan, Bela, the area, mana, and this is from Penang, I don't know whether she here or not. Why you keep sharing Batu Kawan? Because I think that's the only, I'm a bit more obsessed with township planning kind of projects. PICC, Batu Kawan. Tanjung Tokong, borderline, right? Borderline. You ask me to look at individual pocket land development, I'm not very interested really. Because I don't want to drive through people's house, right? So I can go home to my condo. And it's a very standard typology in Island. Need to drive, need to siam the dog a bit, siam the car a bit, only I can go back home and then walao. Bum, bum, bum. Then I can go back. That bum also not my road one, right? So I get a better planning one. So that's my take. I will consider, okay, in summary, have a conversation about HDB first. Because if you can buy HDB, guarantee millionaire already one. Come at you. Right? So, and whether old or new, if you can get one already, like, that's why Singaporeans not here, never mind. They all hate me for this. Stop asking Malaysians to come and buy HDB. We got not enough. Too bad like you. What's up? The second one is then Batu Kawan versus that one. Clear your intent about what's investment, what's investment kind of holiday, home kind of own stay. Then you will see, because at 1,200 per square feet, you can buy a lot of things in Malaysia. Bukit Jalil only 1,000 per square feet. Next to Pavilion. Bukit Bintang, 1,004, the real Pavilion. You're 1,002 next to a train station. You get what I mean? So at 600,000, I would buy a terrace house in some Lorong Harimau there's a real Lorong Harimau in JB town. In Poti, they all call it Poti, right? I didn't bullshit your one. All the landed houses is only 700,000. I'd rather you buy that. Eco World Johor got product as 800,000. Don't know. Don't know. Hey, you all know that. Sorry, I just throw the ball. They all like, why we need to answer one? Yeah, so that's what I would think. Because, okay, this from statistics, not Sean say. They have the highest overhang, highest unsold units, right? Because everything above 600,000 is not selling. But if you look into the Eco Spring, you look into Eco Tropics, the houses all selling very well. Although it's jammed like shit, but they still buy one. Right? Because there's this romantic feeling of landed homes for Johorians. If I were to buy something, my exit strategy should be something that the locals will absorb. Will a local Johorian absorb a 500 square feet at 1,200 per square feet? You get what I mean? And at 1,200 per square feet, 600,000, right? Your installment is going to be 2,006, 2,007. What's the rental around the area? At 3,000, I can get 1,000 square feet somewhere Iskandar unit.
So I think in terms of homework, not enough. So besides Batu Kawan and Johor, you look into Johor around the area. What can you buy? That's why if high-rise and landed, I would buy a landed product in Johor. Because
Worry about landed, not really the rental return.
correct, it's not for rental already.
Yeah.
But you work in Singapore, man.
So actually, I think those people that have a work,
Yeah.
now they are more than they'll give. So they use that.
But it's all the Malaysians who work in Singapore that's traveling one. You get what I mean? It's not everyone. It is the Malaysians who are earning less than
3,000, right, that is traveling. Because per room is already 800.
8,000.
Or 1,001 got, 1,001 bigger. Yeah, my friend got 800. Yeah, so my friend really 800, cannot tahan, screw it. Every day, hua motor, go to the Tuas Link. At 600,000, right, it's a 22 by 75 properties at Tuas Link, Kelang Patah area. So I know because I own one, right? 600,000, right? My rent is 3,000. So this is a very funny story. My tenant drives a Velfire on the weekends. He drives a motor to Singapore on the weekdays. Right? So I go back and ask for rent. Wow, why my house got Velfire? One? Really, I'm serious. Then they drive motor. They got a high earning power there. They get like 5,000-6,000 Sing dollar. Then they rent my house. Yeah. So I would suggest to look into those kind of products first before considering that. Because 500 square feet a bit too small. Locals will never buy. So I will always go for something that locals will at least consider. Wow, very thorough. One question, 你可以好好讲吗? So that's why one podcast question is half an hour, serious one. And they give me like how many? They give me how long? Like, okay, 3 questions only so far. Right? Any other questions?
So being an investor, right? What property should we invest? Like I think from each group perspective, and the right to make a difference also.
Of course.
Right.
Of
So
course.
like for example, in this about 2,000 area, you will be investing in choose condominium or landed properties.
Another aspect to that is how much money you have.
Let's say nowadays, right, the condo is about 500K.
No, it's not about that. It's not about that. Investing with 0 versus investing with a 10 million to start is very different. I can hold. Why I always go for condos, residential, I use nothing to get ownership. Then I roll. Right? If I got 20 million, you think I waste time? You get what I mean? Yeah, so that is unfortunately you cannot show me, this is my saving account, this is my FD. Got people show me before? The one I did the show in Bon Kiara one, youngster okay. I'm a watch guy so he wears a 1550 ST Blue Dial AP chronograph. Okay, in short, it's a 350,000 watch. Okay, from far I see it. Then you walk by, then you hear pak jang jang. Sean, I got a big problem. What's your problem? I didn't discriminate. My daddy gave me 50 million. The trouble is this, I must get 7%. What do I do with it? You think you spend time on condo, mate? Right? So you then, okay, how do I buy shop lots? Yeah, Telawi, Bangsa Telawi, shop lots, you think, when they are money making, right, do you think they want to sell to you? No, ma. So how to get money making products? That's his problem. When we got no money, we see which one got discount, I buy which one, ma. 500,000, we think forever, right? Hey, 50 million cannot sleep, With a 350,000 watch in his wrist, I cannot sleep. So, going back to your question, right? That's the difference. Like, if I got, okay, let's say if I got 10 million, right? I will buy all the corner lots. Corner lot, I take off.
So you're looking into the building property capital appreciation.
That's how you make money, ma.
Okay.
So, because I can hold. And then if I got cash, right, I don't take so much loan. I take 15 years. So I don't give so much interest. That's why there's a whole different ball game to play about. I've answered so many questions, right? Some is, the last time I came, there was a auntie 82 years old. So, what you kia? You kia 54 years old. Both also need to call auntie uncle, right? Then like, oh, I got property I want to hand over to my kid. How? different problem, right? The answer I'll tell you all later. But then you have an 18-year-old. Then you have a 27-year-old with 50 million and a 27-year-old with 0. Strategies are different. But in Malaysia, we still got chance. In other countries, just be a slave forever. So I don't know how much you have. But in accordance to, like now I have double-digit properties. Right? But I still look very poor. Good thing. 故意的. Don't want to let everyone know I rich. Now I'm have a conversation with myself. Am I wasting time? Should I exit some so I buy landed at 15 years loan? Or I buy shop lots? Or I buy factory? Where the rent, right, factory rent 1 month is 180,000. Woo! But 1 month he didn't pay, shit. Right? So you want to take that kind of risk or not? You cannot toto, so must kena few times only can come back. So that's a conversation with myself. Also, there's a conversation of how much is enough. When I'm lying down on my deathbed, right? I should have buy that house lah. Last time 1.6 now 2.6 million Or enough. And that's only a question that you can answer yourself. You get what I mean? So it's about risk and return and how much of an appetite you have. Like I just signed, I'm arranging a SBA signing date. For those who know where I buy, you all know where I buy lah. Right? And I'm booking one tomorrow already. I'm booking another one tomorrow already. I will tell you all which one lah. Unless you'll buy me makan, no lah. But so that's the risk I'm in. And it's all about your mode of money making also. A lot of people think that 30,000 money salary is a very high thing. In my world, I'm very poor. People make 6 digit, 7 digit a month. So I look at the KWSP report, right? Ada jutawan baru di Malaysia. Now got 13 more jutawan. I'm like, laugh only, ha 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 ha. All under company one. A lot of rich people. Like Vervia is a classic example. 1 month installment, I think if you buy that price is around 12,000, 8,000 monthly installment for 8 years. Kosong one. A year 96,000 to 100,000, including maintenance fee. No feel one. How much are these people earning? I am so poor.
They have 50 million in the bank to earn interest.
Maybe.
The interest can actually buy a lot of things.
So when you have 50 million, right, do you still consider property?
You don't have to work so hard anymore.
Property is always
Yeah, so a bit of freebies a bit of goodies for you all because I appreciate you for coming. Right, tell some story, okay? There was an offer for my channel at 12 million. Wow, 12.
Subscriber that time when offered.
Cannot tell you. Cannot tell you. But now I'm worth more in that sense. I'm worth more. Don't tell you lah, bro. Let me finish the story, okay? So at that price, right? Yeah, I asked around lah, right? I asked all my investor friend, right? 12 million. So little, you think 12 million going to change your life, me? Yeah. Right? But then, so you have 12 million. I have folks who have 12 million. Buy one factory. That's it. Continue life. Or then another school of thought, 12 million, you put 2 million, you're going to buy stupid things. 10 million you put into interest, every month got around 30 over thousand, Don't need to work already, bro. For life, Which are you? So that's where I learned. Like, I'm the one where you give me 30,000 also, I also eat chicken rice only, what? Right? Unless I eat omakase chicken rice, lah. So, that's a conversation that only you can call what's right and what's wrong. So Obviously, I'm still here. That's why obviously I didn't sell. But a very interesting school of thought. A lot of people don't talk about money that often. And if you log into your account, right? How much longer you want to work? How much I want to give to my children? Look at them. It's no money concept one to give them so much for what? Right? You travel to Paris, I cannot travel to Paris, man. Right? I go travel Paris, eat cha also can. Right? So, eat bak kut teh, wow. Wow. Yeah, so these are the things where now it's a very interesting conversation. So I also play watches, all my watch community, right, all ask me this kind of thing. Hey, I don't understand my son. You're closer to him. Or like what? In terms of money, the only closer to them is my age. So these are the uncle with 30, 50 million in the bank. They show me 30, 50 million. Bro, I still cough one. I still pain one. Okay, you pain in a different way. So it's a very interesting concept to think about. So that's why it needs to justify like how I take so much risk. And the perfect example is my wife. I bought the EcoWorld house for her. She cannot sleep.
You happy?
I don't know. Like, so it's like a 800,000, 780,000 house. I buy, you qualify for loan. I put your name. I pay everything. She look into the loan. I owe the bank a lot of money. Not you lah, me. Okay. So these are people that like cannot be reached in terms of leverage, no? They need to earn how much, pay how much kind of thing, no? So now every month she's asking for more money to clear the debt, no? Which is very anti what I teach. I leverage gao on one side, right? So now every month I need to clear the loan. So I think by the time VP, right, I left 30% loan only at the rate I'm paying lah. So that's why you still work so hard, come here. You get what I mean? So it's a classic example. So suddenly like, your husband is a real estate dude, you know. We talk about leverage like breakfast like that one. You cannot sleep. It's not even $1 million yet, you know. You cannot sleep already. Yeah, so that is an important conversation. Only you get that already, then we can set the rules. How much you want to pay. And especially when I'm like maybe 50, 60, right? Pay for what? 20,000 in Malaysia, like king, really. No loan, no payment. Go and play vintage watches, vintage cars, go fishing a bit. But I have 60-year-old work harder than me. Sean, you young. Work harder. If I'm your age now, wow, like every day gonna lecture with me. Go gonna lecture, go there gonna lecture. Speak to audience also gonna lecture. Especially that's why I don't go mention already. Last time got one time I always see the crazy mansion house, right? All the owners wants to talk to me. All the lecture me already. How much you have in the bank? I thought I got 6 digits, I show him like 6 digits. 2 liter. Whatever lah, right? So yeah, a lot of things to learn. So it teaches me perspectives. That's why the answer today becomes a bit more chubby.
Or you can try tonight, Toto Supreme.
I don't take that kind of risk. I take more risk on crypto. So my crypto portfolio is like, I kind of 3x to 5x my portfolio already.
In crypto, do you buy the actual coin or you do options?
No, actually, I do spot. I don't do leverage.
It means you
Yeah. If not, we'll die one. That one. No. But that part I don't share online because the risk is But if you are educated enough, right, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity lah. That kind of thing, right, put all this effort down the drain. Having gone already lah, bro. Yeah, so that's the story. So I didn't really answer the question, but it's more of a personal question, conversation. Maybe you have your wife, lor. That's why I tell my parents also. I think my parents forget that they are rich. Hey, true. Because like, the house fully paid already, fully paid already. I want to leave more to. Hey boy, I want to leave more for you. For what? Okay lah, because I want to leave this house for you. One out of a double-digit portfolio, not very big difference, right? Why don't you sell the house, travel the world, or do whatever you want? Isn't that more meaning? Now I want to buy Gardenia and Massimo, you consider at 20 cents. Walao. Don't like that kind of, right? Very frustrating. Yeah, and this is my mother we are talking about. Really like so kiam. The Hokkien Mee more nicer, but it's 2 ringgit expensive. Go and eat lah. So that's why like I encourage them to even like you want to upgrade the house or not. 1 million house that they are living in semi-D, we go and get a 1 million apartment. Marble toilet. Right? Greenery view. Now in front all cars. Padang, drain. Right? Yeah. Like, any other question? Yes.
So, just like you say, investment, right? You are talking about rental cover in foreign locale. So, in Malaysia, are there things that still rental?
A lot. 100% of my portfolio. Sorry?
Which area that is actually?
In fact, Batu Kawan. Batu Kawan.
Which one?
Suasana, Sinaran, Virtue, Utropolis here, Utropolis. Oh, because my Utropolis in the Glen Marie one. Yeah, Utropolis. Yeah, all. Sub-sale don't have lah. I think sub-sale don't have lah. Still got right. Some got desperate one, like Boluia one, really. A lot, bro.
In fact, some of the Ashton unit also have practice.
You are right. It's like you read my mind. Phase 1 of Eco World, bro. Buy now, still make money. That's why I say it's underpriced. Because how I think as an investor, if I buy now, my rent can cover installment, right? Don't need to think already. What's my cost? No risk one, eh? And if it can be a little bit more higher, right? So let's say it's 500 ringgit higher between the installment and the rent. Okay, this way. Rent higher than installment by 500. The property increases by 100,000 in value. Because every 100,000 is 500 ringgit extra a month. A lot of people don't see this, right? Oh, my installment is 2,000, I rent out 2,006. It means your property appreciated 100,000. Not you cash flow 500. Because the next investor who's going to buy, you can still sell 100,000 above and still have rental cover installment. And if I were to pitch like to investor like you, hey, this one rental can cover installment, you will consider, ma. But to them, it's 500 positive cash flow every month, eh? And only Penang, Penang only here, you know. Now, that's why a lot of people, that's why I want to get the Michael video. Because 6 years ago, right, we did a podcast. I tell everybody, Batu Kawan, no brainer. No brainer. Siao, you look into a comment. My audience print screen show me that this is the idiot. Zoom. Yeah. Ta-da. Okay. Bungalows don't expect lah. But smaller ones lah. Because bungalow one, they might as well they buy. So, but like the co-home and my co-home also in Eco Gardens also, like 800 ringgit extra a month. Okay, the theory behind is this happens to locations where the demand of space is high. Temporary demand of space is derived by job opportunities. And here they are in abundance. And it's temporary. Means an engineer from KL shifted here for 3 months or 3 years, not 3 months, 3 years. Tak mungkin they buy one. So their only option is to rent. You think they will go to island, meh? Siao, right? Might as well stay here. So that's why the rent makes sense to cover install. to be higher than installment because there's no incentive to own a project. This is the story of Mont Kiara, Bangsar South, Cheras, and KL Central. I got brought in by Shell to work for 5 years. Why I want to buy a building? For locals, why you pay so high? You pay higher than the installment, might as well you buy the house. That's how locals think. But from the tenants that comes from outskirts, I own for what? Right? I hear 5 years later, who's going to maintain? So as investor, perfect. This is the areas that I will buy. That's why in Penang, the problem is capital appreciation is too high. Your high-rise are not cheap one, and that's why the rental 1,600, 2,000 all cannot cover one. Because once can cover, right? Everybody know how to, like Penang people all very good with calculator one. Right? It makes more sense to just own a property than to pay rent. Might as well own. Because it's for own stay, ma. But for here, it's different. That's why when I come back, it feels like KL. It feels like KL. The only reason why I buy Batu Kawan is it feels like KL. And there's a lot more canvas. And the government is behind. And there's only one big township. If you come to KL, right, there's like 8 townships. Every now to the extent, right, everywhere also township. So like Monday township, Tuesday township, Thursday, I think I don't want township here, please. Everywhere also they call township. Yeah, so that, more homework, bro. More homework. You think about it, right, no risk. If you can find a fire sale, meaning some desperate fella, urgent need money, right, oof. There's an auction unit, but yeah. Like I look into the landed homes also opposite also, 700 over 1,000. Just hand over key only. And the one next to a lake, Deluxe. Yeah. Okay, see, this is the weird thing that I do. I come to a location, right? I look for property for sale first, right? I thought I just hand over key only. Then you ask Michael, we eat mama, go and see houses prices. A lot. But just that most of us, we hearsay. We don't go and check. But hearsay, the problem is always the interpretation of the person telling you. And very hard, I totally understand that. That's why I appreciate everybody here today. You all spend a Sunday evening here, can go walk at the beach. I don't know whether you walk at the beach or not, but I assume Penang people walk at the beach. Nothing better to do than to listen to a person talk about property. So this is exactly what I said yesterday also with the other crowd. That one yesterday was 10 o'clock a.m. 10 a.m. in KL is a perfect time for dim sum. Right? All kind of listen to one guy talk about property. So you all also otak tak center one. But in a good way. Means that you all care about future. You all care about wealth. You all care about all this kind of thing. That's why I am always very, very humbled by everybody's presence. Like, really? People want to come and listen to me talk about property? YouTube got one. Same, right? I speak exactly the same. A lot of people, he can answer what I answer already. One. Maybe I should turn an AI into you. You can run my AI.
Because I always watch his channel.
Yeah, so like, well, you can already guesstimate what I want to say. Yeah, true. So that's the thing. And that's why once you get property, right, please protect your head. Because everybody's going to tell you otherwise. Cannot one, so many people make money, man. A lot of people, like, here seems a lot, but against 33 million Malaysians, right, we are nothing. And I like it to be that way. You won't complain too much money, man. Because compared to my friend who have a 380,000 watch, like, okay? So a lot of opportunities. But once these words are transferred into my videos to everybody else, that's why the Singapore one, people still look down on Batu Kawan one, and I love it. But in Singapore, everybody hype with it. It's JB. Even Anwar go to Forest City, what the?
casino there.
I didn't say I didn't say. My video there, I didn't say So yeah, I think there's a lot more opportunities, and why I'm actively here. Why I'm actively here, I should be opposite. More food there. Come here, eat mama me. Any questions? Yes.
What are your thoughts regarding cybersoc or the key capital of appreciation?
No.
Really?
No. Okay. Savannah? What, are you buying Savannah? No.
Suppose when he died.
Okay. I would have guessed it. Let me give me a while. I know which project you're looking at. You only buy there if you're staying around. There's no jobs there. Right? And it's not too far away. This is the Cyberjaya case, but Tengke is next to it. Right? In those locations, landed performs really well. Like whatever. My house in Kota Warisan, I have one house in around KLIA area. That one made money. I bought like 600,000, now it's like 800,000, but rent is still 1,500. But to me, I can play that game. So even I bleed, whatever lah. But my capital appreciation is there. The people there, there's not enough driving force, not enough population there. You see, Dunkirk is still forest. A lot of people, if they want to sell to you, it's potential. But when I buy investment, I want now. Right? So if you look at it, the only one doing relatively well is still closer to the city, where you have Serenia City, you have Xiamen also not doing very well. Like the Sun Surya one called what? The what wood? Maple wood? Mellow wood? No, Mellow wood is Eco Majestic one. All names sounds the same, but but the Sun Surya development there also not doing very well. So the only reason why I say that is because they are better options. But if you have buy already, then there are ways to go about it. That's why the intention of owning for own stay versus investment, it needs to be a very clear distinction. You want to stay for yourself and still make a lot of money, very hard to get such a product. So we can have a conversation later if you want to tell me where you bought, then we can see how to somewhat correct it. So to me, I will not buy. If I were to buy, also I buy landed. That's why I bought a landed around. High rise there.
How about townhouse?
It's landed lah. Townhouse is landed lah. So still okay because but the townhouse design there is the older version. Okay, the townhouse cantik is co-home. That's why I buy lah, right? Again, a lot of people ask me where to invest. See where I buy lah. Like I tell you, this is where I buy. Everybody come buy, right? The other one is if it's an older townhouse, right? Older townhouse have this structural problem one. It's technically like buying columns and beams one. Townhouse, you either upstairs or downstairs, right? Well, you have the staircase here, like that. That's what I don't like. But it's better than apartment in that area because at least I can still park one car. So you can tell me later if you don't want to tell everybody here. Yes.
Just now you briefly mentioned about Tanjung Tokong, the price, square feet price is pretty high. But the next to it, the Andaman Island project, it seems that they are, when they launch, it's like step up, sold out within a year.
Yep.
Pretty fast and pretty impressive. So it looks like people are still have faith or are interested to invest into the Tanjung Tokong area.
Yep.
What's your
getting people rich. Okay. It's true. And when you tell them, hey, come KL invest lah, hui lah. You're so far, Sean. Really? And you think they buy, they know what's the rental rate, man? They don't care. So that's Penang people, they buy knowing that capital appreciation will be there. Got no more land. So if you, okay, in Penang, how many new launches a year? 8, right? And it's a big deal already. And it's that one new signboard, the whole Penang know already. Right? That's why marketing here very cheap. Wow, what quite you see got new project, why everybody got new project, I go and see. Right? That's how Penang people behave. You go KL and see. Bukit Jalil itself got 8 new buildings. Oh. So you buy Bukit Jalil or you buy Dengkil, then Dengkil which one? You want Bangi lah, you want Cyber lah, you want Puchong South lah, or Puchong lah. So many. So that's why here, again, Penang people are very rich lah, and they don't care. I doubt lah, any of them buy with the expectation of a return one. You get what I mean? Because if a person who really buy based on calculations and research, right, this area don't need to market really. But it's still the stigma. Mainland mesti Penang lah. I also don't know. I cannot say this out loud, but yeah. So that is the, again, because of that perspective, right? Rental has been proven. Tenancy agreement signed already. Market price got, SPA got. 骗人的啦. One lah, maybe one case lah. How to say? So that is the. That's why when I go into the, that's what I like about real estate. It's not all figures, numbers. Emotional plays a very, very big part. That's the main difference again between Malaysians and Singaporeans.
But with that kind of like take up rate, the capital appreciation.
Yeah. And they never mind one. You see, right? Oh, like I won't be surprised how of them empty one later, and it's okay. Look at Vervia, empty for 8 years. It's okay. Nothing wrong. You imagine the holding power.
But the per square feet launching price is very attractive.
Launching price lah.
Over 2 million starter.
But they 500 square feet ma. Yeah, so same case. 500 square feet also there. It's more expensive than Mont Kiara leh. Mont Kiara leh. That's why again, cool story. I went to Kuching. I go and see the property there. 1,400 per square feet. Come back, I should buy one. I go back home, I call my agent, get me one. Then I go UK, see, come back, buy another one. Then I come Penang, I almost buy here, but the call there, that's why I buy back there. So to me right now, KL cheap eh. Oh, 1,000 per square feet is nothing leh. Here Island also 1,200, JB 1,200. Mont Kiara leh, KLCC leh, TRX leh. It's cheaper than yours. I just don't understand.
Kuching right now is about 1,000 per square.
Oh, the one I went is to that one is atas one, 1,400 Then I said, if I want to buy, got stock or this one, the boss C want to sell to you or not? C want to sell to me or not?
Need some interviews.
Walao eh. Yeah, that's why I go back and buy one. My agent welcomed me with open arms. So how many units you want? Yeah, that's why I love about real estate lah. So does buying translate into good performance? Capital appreciation, yes. Rental, don't know. Unknown yet. And usually those kind of areas at that size, usually it will be short-term stay. And if it's short-term stay, if the management decides to claim or Penang decides to claim, right? Now even commercial law, I don't allow. Jang. Because KL happened. So for me, again, I don't think the investors think about all this kind of thing. Or P, buy. Oh, so that's so.
And also a lot of foreigners take up rates. And then
Yeah. As a foreigner, I would also want to retire here, lah. But I would rather rent because here rent cheap. 1,008, wow, very nice unit already here. Bukit Jalil 3,000 is just shit. Yeah. Thank you for highlighting. Yes.
I have a few questions.
Okay.
Let's start with the one that you mentioned. Rather rent for landed property. If let's say own stay purpose, like the median price is about let's say 1 million. But okay, rental is cheaper. Would you actually tow it to?
I will rent.
You will rent.
I would. I'm a joker that will rent 6,000 for a mansion one. Wait, let me drink water first. Okay.
So the next question will be like for Penang, because I myself also invest in KL, but the property previously you mentioned in your chat is like
I answered your question.
you didn't answer it directly.
Okay.
But you almost bought it up, but you mentioned that entry price is high. So I'd like to know your thoughts around the OUG, Kuchai, Taman Desa area.
Waltz? Okay. Waltz is the name of the property. Now I'm asking him for a dance. Okay. To me, when I got no money, this is a perspective from a person with no money. I will build a property portfolio. I got 30,000. I buy one. I rent out. I use the SPA. I go to KWSP, withdraw account 2, now got account 3 suddenly. I take out 10%, I go and buy another one. So it's either new or second hand, then I will rent out again, then I'll save up some bonuses, I will buy the third one. So eventually I will build until 25. That's how I will play, using rental cover my installment. Where do I stay? Why I don't buy landed is because I got no money. Right? My landed is Damansara Utama, TTDI, 1.6 million, 1.8 million. Rental, 2,000. If you buy a 1.8 million house, your installment is like 7,000, 8,000. I rent 2,000 and they will back me. Please lah, don't go. So I don't have to maintain all this while building my wealth. Okay? That's how I kind of formulate this agreement. Like if I can buy 1.8 million cash, of course I will stay TTDI lah, right? No money, ma bro. That's my take on that one. Why would people then still buy landed? It's because of romantic reasons and the pursuit of capital appreciation. So the conversation of then strata versus individual title takes a very close relevance to that. There will be a cap. That's why now you look into TTDI houses, right? Those we got house one, those sendiri install one, those modified one, one tong like that, boom gate like that, appreciates higher than those without. Those without are very keren one, always kena rompak one, break in because it's just next to the Bukit Kasing ma. That road every day, everybody illegally park. Those very suffering, but still 1.2 million. But you give me also I don't want. Yeah, and then like for the housing price that you buy just now, this is then about the theory about channels of buying. For those who listen before, you know already. So how do you, what 4 channels do we have in Malaysia to buy from? One is directly from developer, sub-sale, auction, and bulk purchase. Not every developer wants to work with bulk purchases. Them, right? So this one, cannot. So yeah, so if you buy, right, when I buy, I will ensure I got no judgment, no discrimination. I buy from wherever that is the cheapest. That's how I ensure I win. If I cannot really find, right, you know I'm a YouTuber or not? At most 1%. Right, so that's the unfortunate truth. So okay, now you own a property already. Rent cover how much? Or haven't completed. So we wait until it's completed first. Then now save up the budget for a fully furnished first. Use promo code Sean Tan Makeover 22. Yeah. Then you fully furnish already, then you see how it goes about. Then only go to the next one. Because now your DSR is limiting you. To be a bit more brutal is you, brother, no money. Right? So we need a rental. 6 months of bank statement to show that the money is in. Stamp tenancy agreement and the SPA to prove that you are the owner. When you collect rent, make sure it's the same name as the SPA. And if it's a shared joint name, the income is considered half. That's why I love my wife. That's why I share name with her. No. If you love your wife, put it under her name. Correct? So you not split half. Yeah, so this is the... Then after that, then you, meanwhile, think about what's your potential DSR and move forward already. That's why real estate very boring one. Busy, 2 months, got it. For the next 20 years.
But if you, for your suggestion, would you still invest in the same area or you go diversify to other places? Because that location is pretty popular and it's still very...
Diversification, in other words, means you are clueless. You get what I mean? This is a conversation I had with Faisal. Right? Hey, what you know you can buy 18 units in one block? Make money what? Don't you think you need to diversify? You don't know where make money, that's why you chin-chai buy, ma. Correct also? Right? If I know rental there very healthy, if I know this block very healthy, I will buy one floor, correct? Then same management team, same collections, everybody the same. I can control rent some more, control. So I buy where the money is. I don't buy where I feel is right. Again, Malaysian, feel. Wow. Gam liao, this one Hong Zui. That's why I'm learning feng shui also. To just break the myth. That feng shui ngam me. Which part of the feng shui ngam you? The right time, they say fire time, fire. Let me go learn first before I can slap you in the face, right? So the answer to that one. So again, how long more to VP? Then chill first. Second, first? Okay. How many would you want in this lifetime? 22? Okay. 35. 35 properties? No. Each? Oh, I know. I was talking about number of properties, but 30. Ooh. 30. Wow, suddenly I feel so small. I thought my 25 very big, you know. So step 2 is, do you want to take out money from your EPF to go for your next one already? So then very good. Means you got money. I got no money. My cash is like 1,000 when I was investing my first one. That's why I go and buy the scrap fridge. You know, go buy Samsung 3000, 2008, right? I scrapped 700 only. Used 2 years. So I go, that's how I scrap. The light, we got 3 pendant one. I cut, so I can lose 3 light. Luckily I survived through this kind of lifestyle. Any other questions? Yes.
Coming back to the strata fact, landed properties.
Can hear, right? If cannot, I will repeat later.
External renovations will affect the future pricing.
Will external renovation affect future pricing?
Even though with the same facade.
Yes, because valuation is based on size and value. So how they determine value later is not by you putting marble or gold onto your ceiling. I got gold ceiling, it doesn't matter, right? But if you extend your kitchen, if you extend the site, then you are actually bigger, larger than your neighbor, you are worth more.
There's a stigma in Penang, right? Even in this township, right? People are extending the house as big as possible. And it's actually affecting their neighbors. So do you think that is...
Is this a strata?
It's a strata. I mean, it's in Ecogo project itself, right?
Yeah.
Penang has this stigma that people are buying into landed and they want to extend as much as possible.
Yep.
In Penang, they have tons of cash. So they
No need to see that term. Yeah.
So, in that sense, do you think that it will affect the rest
No.
of
Okay, affect means really drop.
it will drop because of the facade. It looks very urban right now.
So if I'm the management, of the development, there will be say you need my signature to proceed one. I need to say yes to your extension one. And my yes is based on the house rule that every community set. So there must be a standard drawing. If it's a standalone, there must be a color coded to what's your color code for this paint and this paint to somewhat retain the image of the township.
Yes.
So it's a conscious decision already. So in that sense, I think it won't. It means, in fact, it goes the other way. Because suddenly like 800,000, 850 corner lot, not so cheap, 950 corner lot, they extend already, so suddenly that 1 million, right, worth. Actually, the whole township will then, because if you think about it, right, individual title house, right, some purple lah, some pink lah, some temple lah, some tarika, right, did it affect? No. You get what I mean? And this is in a controlled manner, no problem. That's why rich people don't really like this. I got money, you still want to control me? That's the problem with Strata.
That's exactly what happening.
Then they'll argue. So last time I sold, my project that I developed, I sold 3 million. Cash. Problem. I want the Corinthian column in my house, 3-story one. No, I said no, cannot. Management said cannot. Who is management? You know I know YB or not? Wow. How? But once he starts understanding its law, I don't care you know YB or not, settle. So instead of a round column, we changed to square one. We kind of altered a little bit. You don't whack, a lot of people just want to whack off the whole thing. They whack off the whole thing, right? Your clubhouse very nice, your gut house very nice, the house not very nice. When they submit the drawings, right, it's the total demolition. Why car deal? Walao, you buy 3 million, just whack off. Say earlier, I just give you a land.
That's exactly what happened.
Yep. So it's an education process. That's why the first question between individual title and strata, the education portion of things.
I don't see. I got the answer. So, in fact, it actually helped to rise the ceiling of the price.
Yeah. Because clearly demonstrated in individual title houses, man. That's why I very scared also. Imagine this is my daycare, my kids' daycare. It's a bungalow in OUG. Right? Next to it is a 金刚寺 temple one. One. Next to it is the owner who bought 1.8 million. Crying. Every morning, all the parents, right? Then every 15, then at night, pasar malam. Wow. 1.8 million for what? Then if I rent, 2,000, wow, cannot, I move out. Lor. Am I speaking too long? Am I on time? Everybody, nobody look at the watch one? Yeah, good. Wow. Hopefully, time worth, right? Yes. I thought you want to raise hand.
I do have a question. You mentioned about very high density condos. Okay, can invest like for example, Everticas, Hong Kong, KL, right? I'm trying to get out of the fact how you, let's say you invest, you're competing with 3,000 other investors as well. How do you
When there's 10,000 influx of job opportunities.
Wait.
If 10,000 in Semenye, don't buy. If 10,000 in Kuala Pilah, don't buy. If 10,000 in KLCC, I buy. Because of temporary demand of space. And now, That's when we thought M Vertica is the highest, right?
Yeah.
Have you looked at RC residence?
Yeah.
That's double, bro. That's Kowloon. That's mini Kowloon at most. And if you look into that area, you have Laville, you have Park 3, you have M Vertica, you have Velocity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you consider the suites. Then you have upcoming Velocity 3 with 3 more blocks at 1,000. So, wait, my punchline is, rental can still cover installment. So, what does rental means here? Temporary demand of space. If the tenant has better options to not rent in mini Kowloon at a cheaper price, do you think they will go? They also bo pian ma, bro. Right? That's why they rent there. And a lot of people look at mini Kowloon in a way because of the front road. The architectural format sucks, right? Because they don't care about how it's perceived outside. But as a resident, if you go in, right, the specs to the gym equipment is Babel Fit KLCC, you know. Babel Fit KLCC is, I think, monthly fees is like a few thousand, you know. You swim and work out in KLCC. I don't know how it feels like, it's the same, workout only. But if you have techno gym equipments, you have ladies only gym, you have a karaoke suite, and you can see, right, it's full one. The facility that you can cycle, you know. You know, my team follow me for the review, Oh, then Sean, tired Sean. Just to walk around the facility. A lot of people don't see it because it's hidden behind the building. No, technically, if you look into RC is a whole different science altogether. Rental can cover installment one. So, again, emotions and factual. The coolest fact is when I reviewed the M Vertica one, that day the unit was rented out at 1,000 more than installment. To me, not like, oh, so high density. To me, still got stock. You get what I mean?
So sometimes all the social media is flat.
Yeah. So this is the hit to the nail. Like why I'm so proud of what I do, right? For the RC residence episode, after that was live, right? There was 6 person who wrote to me, resident. They told me they was going to commit suicide because online, who in the world would stay in this kind of shithole? Confirm lose money like shit, right? Whatever lah. So they thought that their decision was very, 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 very bad. What's that? What are you trying to tell me? Oh, I cannot see so far lah. Hello. She does like red card like that. But okay, back to the story is then the other side I received also some emails where okay bro, you want water? 900 to 1,001 per square feet at 400,000, 380,000. They deco nice. They're facing the airport view. You got all the skyline. Whoa, fabulous, cantik. Go down, got 2 school. You got Kopitiam, Mama, McDonald's, KFC, Zeus Cafe, Caring, all there. So what I did is I just sent their emails over. Look at the other residents. They are happy. Yeah, so again, like the perception, like until now, like this area is strictly still affected by stigma. Again, back to this is like a theme for today. Malaysia, it could feel. Like how many people with figures? That's why in real estate, I try to make as much content as possible because there's a lot of idiots around, right? Tell you this one cannot, that one cannot, that one cannot. Then you really ask, right? Do you hold any? All here say one. My uncle say one. Who's your uncle? Exactly. Like when you tell me, so my community, the benefit is like the rental returns that we are looking at. Mine last year on year increased 22% rent. How much yours? Sean, you slacking lah. My 125 lah. Shit. Wrong one. So we have all this data and you see how aggressive my communities are buying, right? Then you see the rest of the world still having doubts. Confirm make money already. Aiya, won't one lah. This one of a kind cases lah. Exactly M vertica. So somewhere velocity, not promoting but too late already. The episode that I did, the audience one, he bought direct from the developer and to date, rental, cover, installment plus maintenance. Car park not included. Because he want to rent out car park separately. I go screw him. At least give people car park, but they take MRT. So do I believe data or I ikut emotion orang lain? And you are the person who asked about Sri Kemangan, bro. Okay, so do I want a low density project in a no man's land? Or do I want an ultra high density in the city center? Again, if density is ever a problem, Mount Kiara would fail, KLCC would fail, KL Central would fail, Bansasa would fail. Sri Kemangan, peaceful. Got return me? No. Right? The one guitar. The house that I was going to buy one is all the chalet, valley, very low density one. 15 units per acre only one. Ooh, expensive like shit. Maybe I rent there better. Yeah, lor. You get what I mean? So that's why in terms of investment perspective, look more of data. And I think my time is up. If not, but I'll still hang out around. You can still see me later. And I'll pass the floor to who? Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.